Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Saturday, November 26th, 2016, using tarot to create the life you want. First off, I want to thank everybody for liking these videos, for sharing them, for subscribing to this channel, for watching every day. I really appreciate all of your support. So this week, we continue our work with the beautiful World Spirit Tarot created by Lauren Leary. And the three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the Seeker of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So the first card that I draw today is the Seeker of Pentacles, the equivalent of the Knight of Pentacles in the Waite-Smith tradition or the Prince of Discs in the Thoth. So here we see a knight on horseback holding a pentacle in midair and considering it. Now, most often we see knights charging in full speed ahead on horseback. But this fellow, however, is the slowest of all the knights, and he's usually depicted either at a standstill or moving at a plodding slow pace. But he eventually gets where he needs to be. So the knight can also often be about giving or receiving messages. And to see what those messages might be, we look to the surrounding cards for the answer. So the second card in our draw today is the Two of Cups, a card typically associated with a romance, a love, union, or friendship. I sometimes call this the date card. Now, because it's situated next to the Seeker of Pentacles, this often talks about an old love coming back into your life. Maybe you've lost contact with a friend, or maybe you have an ex that you want to contact. But I'm getting a little bit more here than simply a message of romance. Many of us have things that we used to love to do, but for whatever reason, we've put it aside. We all get busy and life gets in the way. And so we have a tendency to put that which we really enjoy off to the side for the moment. So maybe you play a musical instrument, but it's been months or years since you've practiced. Or maybe you started to learn Spanish, but it got put aside for other things. Many people who love to read find that they haven't picked up a book in months because they've simply run out of time. The same goes for people. When's the last time that you called a friend, called your best friend to invite him or her out for cocktails or for a movie or for dinner? Amid the hectic pace of our everyday life, we have a tendency to forget about the things that we really enjoy, the things that make us happy. So today's cards urge us to look to our past for those things that used to get our soul singing and perhaps pick them up once again. This may be one way for many of us to find happiness, as suggested by our last card, the Nine of Cups. In fact, the formal name for this card is the Lord of Happiness. Now, happiness is one of those things that just isn't going to come to us out of the blue willingly. We typically have to work at it. And the best way to bring happiness into our life is to spend time doing things we love, no matter how busy we might be. I actually schedule things that are important to me in my calendar. Now, for instance, I have harp practice scheduled at 7 a.m. every morning, and this is non-negotiable. I read novels every evening from 7 to 8, sometimes longer, and again, non-negotiable. This is often the only way we'll end up doing those things that we really love. We have to make time for them, and to make this time, you guessed it, non-negotiable. Now, in the beginning of this reading, I mentioned that the first two cards sometimes suggest a message or visit from an ex. So, if this is the case, you might want to take a few moments and plan what you're going to say if he or she does call. Now, for today's message for these three cards, I'm going to quote Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? And whenever the answer is no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. So today's advice card comes from the Wisdom of Hidden Realms Oracle by Collette-Baron Reid. And the card drawn randomly from the deck today is the Winged Wise Ones. So today's card asks us to look to our higher consciousness for the answer. You know, we have tons of thoughts in our head on a daily basis, and some people believe that many of those thoughts, especially the unusual ones or those that seem a little bit out of character for us, are actually messages of guidance from our higher self. So keeping with the theme of messages today, it might be beneficial to pay attention to those thoughts as they occur. You know, there might be some real nuggets of wisdom there, and they might help spur you onward towards the completion of your goals. And that's your daily tarot map for today. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you click the like button. And also, you'll find my contact information on my website at tarot-dude.com. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.